First period done. The Terriers and Ice Wolves in a 2-2 tie after a 1 period of play. A year ago tonight, the night after a 4-3 overtime loss, the Terriers won 7-2 and sent it back to Orange in a 2-2 series tie. Their captain of that team, who had a pretty big part of that game, if I don't recall, is Cody Zubko, who now joins us. And we were talking on Facebook the other day, Zuby, and I said, does it feel like a year? Because it hasn't to me, and you said not even close.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast time goes by. I just, even being at the game here and watching the guys play, it just seems like, yesterday that I was out there and playing in this series, and, it's good to see the guys are back there again this year.
Is it hard to believe what a difference a year makes? The first line last year, what ended up, I think, being the first line was you, Smokowicz, Moore, all 20, all gone. Then it was Stringfellow, McDonnell, Struble here but hurt, and then I think it was Menke, Stott, Griffiths. They're all gone, so totally different team here, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of changes. They brought in some good guys, and that's obviously helped them through the push, but there's still some core guys that were there last year and have that experience of that playoff run, and, I think that's been big for them.
I asked Kevin Stringfellow last night, too. I'll ask you, anyone that you did play with last year who's impressed you the most in terms of how much they've come along in the last year?
Yeah, my old roommate there, Keon Vick, he's played, huge for them this series and through the playoffs. Just being, a solid guy, and he, sometimes doesn't get credit for what he does. And also Riley Patterson, I thought he's improved a lot. I've watched only a few games this year, but I can tell he's a much better player this year.
Haven't seen a lot of games because you haven't been around a lot, so just tell us what you did. I know you started out in pro and ended up in university, so you've kind of been around and, I guess, experienced both the pro and university ranks so far.
Yeah, the beginning there was kind of just a whirlwind. I was all over the place. I was in, Wheeling, West Virginia, and from there I went to North Carolina, and I spent a couple of months there. And
out in Fayetteville, right?
Fayetteville, yeah, and played a dozen games down there, and you traveled around all the southern states, and, that just didn't work out too well, so I decided, I talked to Blaine Sautner before the season started, and gave him a call, and he said, yeah, sure, we have some injuries, and come on down, and we'll see you fit in, and jumped right in the lineup and played the rest of the games after Christmas.
Were you traded from Wheeling to Fayetteville, or just two different tryouts, or how'd that look?
No, actually, I went from the East Coast down to the FP there. The coaches knew each other, so they said they would send me down and use me for a call-up when they had injuries and stuff like that.
First game, didn't you win 2-1 and you scored twice?
Yeah, home opener, actually, we had a 2-1 win over Augusta there, and I ended up scoring first goals and getting a first star, so my first pro shot on goal I scored, so that was kind of neat.
I guess with that start, did you envision yourself being there a little longer?
Yeah, I actually had 3 goals in the first 2 games, and I think I had 4 points in my first 6, and then, it's tough, the pro world, there's players coming in and out the door every day. It plays, games with your head. You don't know if you're going to be there. You don't know who's going home and who's staying and stuff like that. So it's definitely a tough world.
And it's not a great living, is it really, in the SPHL? It's good to say you've been there, you've tried it out, but it's not something you want to make a career out of, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, you're not going to obviously become a millionaire playing there, but, it was fun and it was a good experience, and they definitely take care of you while you're down there, We had nice facilities and apartments and good booster clubs and stuff like that down there.
And going to Regina, that's, a place where a lot of ex-Western League guys go. It's pretty high-end. Would you say even more so than where you played down south, or about the same?
Yeah, I didn't know much about CIS before I went down there, but it's good hockey. I was very impressed with the level of play. Lots of those guys, we got a few SJHLers, so I played against lots of them, and a couple other guys just, knew who they were from growing up and being younger, and the level of play there was phenomenal, especially teams like U of A and UBC, they were pretty good, and U of S is also very good.
I can't think of any other Terriers that are there, but some Alva guys, Cody Gross, is Jordan Reeve there right now?
Yeah, Jordan Reeve, he's actually at the game with me here today.
Right on. Well, how's the new rink? You guys play in that Cooperator Center, right?
Yeah, we got a new room and everything in there, so that's nice. It's a nice big room, and you don't have to carry your gear home or anything like that, and it's got some decent seating in there, so that's a nice facility. It's been good.
I guess, again, what a difference a year makes. You and Jordan Reeve traveling to games together now. I'm sure you weren't best of buds on the ice last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, that's right. I guess we all bug each other. There's a couple of Weyburn guys like Penny and Whiffen, and those guys give each other a hard time about how we used to hate playing against each other in junior, and now we're all buddies, so it's kind of cool.
Well, I think you chased AJ Whiffen with a wrist shot from about the blue line to make it 4-0 in Game 5, did you not?
Yeah, I give him a hard time about that all the time.
That was, I think, his last game and Tyler Penny's last game, so Is that the plan for next year? First off, are you done yet, or do you have some finals to write yet?
This is last week of classes. I got finals coming up next week, and then that's it for school. And then, yeah, I'll be back there in the fall.
Just taking general classes for now, or in a certain direction yet?
Yeah, working towards my business right now. Business administration is what I want to get into. So.
All right, Cody. Well, appreciate this, and best of luck the rest of the way in university, and thanks for taking the time.
All right, thanks a lot.
Cody Zubko, former Terrier, the captain last year, our guest on the first intermission. We'll take a break. Be back with your out-of-town scores. Here at 2-2, Terriers and Ice Wolves after 1. This is your Dodge Junior Hockey.